Greetings, friends. Greetings. Good morning from Mountain View, California, where it's rainy forecast. It's forecast to be, a storm, another storm coming to Northern California. Yes, yay. Hope you are well wherever you are, wherever in the world you are. Greetings, greetings. Looking forward to continuing our exploration and our practice together this week. And the theme we're exploring is improvising our lives. Improvising our lives. Lessons from improv for our practice on the cushion and in life. So saying yes to what is, saying yes to what is. That would be the theme of our meditation, and I'll offer more reflections, of course. So let's begin. Let's practice together. Arriving in the body. Arriving in the body, arriving in this moment in time with an attitude of yes. An attitude of yes in our hearts. Yes. Yes. Yes to this moment. Yes to this body, however it is. It may be feeling great. It might be tight and achy, hurting, whatever is happening in the body in this moment. Can we say yes? Can we say yes to all of it with an open heart? Yes. Exploring, experimenting with this perspective, this shift in perspective, just a tiny bit. See how it shifts and changes our experience. Starting with the body, saying yes to however it's showing up. There is tightness, achiness, etc. Opening up these areas, saying, yes, you are here. Yes, accepting the truth of the moment. This is what's arriving right now. Yes. Instead of blocking, pushing away, which brings more agitation and tightness to the mind and heart. Saying yes to the body relaxing, softening. Saying yes to the breath. Each breath, each in breath, each out breath individually. See if the acceptance, the saying yes, can come from your heart, from your body, not from your head. Your heart taking a stance of yes towards whatever is arising. Noticing where there are these subtle no's. No to experience in this moment. And first, can you say yes to the no? Accepting, saying full yes to the resistance, seeing what happens to the resistance if there is any. This attitude of yes. It's not to be forced. Forcing no's to become a yes, but accepting no's with a yes. See what happens. Maybe the heart softens, the body softens some more. And then there can be a genuine, subtle, soft yes, yes, to whatever is arising. and being curious, lighthearted, exploring the different tones of yes. How does a subtle yes feel in your body? A gentle, soft yes, like the gentle rays of morning sun, dawn. Yes, yes. What if you turn the volume up in your internal yes? What does an enthusiastic, effusive, effulgent yes feel like in your heart? Yes. Whatever is arising in this moment, explore, be curious. As if you were shouting, yes, yes, delightedly to your life, appreciatively receiving. How does that volume feel? Volume of the heart. Ex- Experiment. You can change, experiment with another volume. It's 1 to 10, maybe a 5, or maybe a 1. A whisper. Explore your heart. Discover. And if you explore a volume 1 of yes, let it be very subtle. It's simply a stance that accompanies your awareness awareness imbued, your mindfulness imbued with the subtle yes, acceptance, opening to experience, very subtle, simply knowing. If there are stories, thoughts, future oriented, past oriented, not here, not present, can we say, yes, we see you? We see you, yes. Yes. acknowledging, letting the heart relax in its seeing. See what happens. The heart may settle into yes to the present moment, not planning future, past. Right here, yes to what we truly know. Right here, right now. And now and then you can drop in the word yes into your heart. Let it reverberate, soften, settle, open up with brightness. Not like a mantra with every breath, but now and then dropped in to tune our attitude, our perspective. Yes. And as we bring this meditation to a close, can we have our hearts say yes? Yes, as if with arms wide open, embracing what this moment is, what this practice has been this morning, however it's been. Thoughts of the past, future, distractions, pain, or fully here, it doesn't matter. Can we say yes? Yes. Yes, I showed up. I showed up. I'm here. I showed up doing my best. Yes. Yes. Saying yes to your life. Yes to the causes and conditions that are. Yes. And trusting that we're planting seeds of openness, non resistance, open hearted acceptance, curiosity, seeds that will flower in their own time to support us, support others, and offering generously, saying yes, offering this goodness, trusting there is goodness here, co created with all of us, and offering this goodness to all beings everywhere. May my goodness, may my cultivation, my efforts be of service, not just to myself, my own life, but to all beings, those whose lives I touch directly and indirectly. May my life be a source of good. Yes, to this life. May all beings everywhere be well. May all beings everywhere be free, including myself. Thank you for your practice, friends. And as we take a brief pause, if you like to share a word or two about what's arising for you in this moment after this practice to take with you through your day, you're welcome to do that. Again, and greetings all. Thank you for your practice. And a moment ago, I asked you to share words that are coming up after this meditation on yes. And I'll share a few of them, bring them into the space. Peace, openness, open, gratitude for my life. Yes. Calm, smile, relax, energy, positivity. I want to play. One of you says acceptance, calmness. Yes, grounded, cultivation, open heart. So many beautiful reflections. Thank you so much. Simply sacred, a quiet yes. Yes, this too. Kindness, sweet. Upeka, equanimity. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So, so I'd like to offer some reflections. And on the theme of this week, which is inspired from the practice of improv, which actually is for me, it is a deep and sacred practice. It's, on the outside, it can look really just funny and silly, but it is a practice. So there are many teachings in the canon of improv. Yesterday we started with this attitude of curiosity, interest, lightness, the sense of curiosity and the fullness and emptiness in our language, in Buddhism, coming together with this with the lightness and also with the actions in the world. So today we turn through we turn to what's called the teaching on yes, yes, and, which is the equivalent of that in our practice is acceptance, is accepting, opening to experience, not blocking experience, but being open to experience. Because if we block experience, even if experience is difficult and challenging, if we block, it becomes harder. It becomes much more difficult. But accepting, there's a sense of opening, a softness, and it allows possibilities. So in improv, and I'll let me just talk about improv for a moment. So in improv, the teaching on yes and, there's a concept of yes and the idea is that if you block, so there's the concept related to that is the concept of blocking versus accepting. So blocking is when an offer is made. For example, if you're in a relational situation, as we often are in life, say in improv, you're in a relational, say, scene and playing with another player, and they make an offer. They make a made up offer, because improv is made up. You're improvising, and our lives are also made up. There's a lot of improvising. When a player makes an offer to you, for example, says, he gives you an imaginary, I don't know, saucepan, and say, oh, here, take this saucepan, whatever. If you say, oh, this is not a saucepan, or, oh, I don't want a saucepan, or if you block, there's energy of blocking, energy of no. Oh, that pretty much kills the interaction. And you can notice that in your own life. We actually often notice it more in others when they block our invitations or block our offers. Do you want to do this? No, I don't want to do that. Do you want to do that? No, I don't. Oh, ouch. It kind of kills the energy. Whereas the idea of yes and, say if for example, you're inviting someone, would you like to do this? And say, yes, I would love to do something with you. And how about we do this? Because this is what I have energy for, or this is what I have time for. So there's a flow in the energy of life. There's a flow in the energy of interaction. There's a flow in the energy of the moment. Yes, and yes, and. So in improv, the concept of yes and is the most fundamental rule of improv. You say yes to what's offered, and you add something to it. You add something. It's the and. Instead of yes, but, that we often do, yes, but. It's yes and. Yes, this is a, this is a cooking implement, and yes, and oh, I needed one. I'm about to make eggs or whatever. Or yes, and there is a sense of this spirit of generosity. So blocking. So we often block the energy of life, even when things are difficult. When we push them away, say for example, as I was guiding and leading this meditation, I had a lot of aches and pains and tightness in my body. And I've learned through my practice that if I tighten around them, no, I don't want this pain. Why this pain? This is terrible. I get stuck. I get stuck in that, or stuck in life. Whereas, yes, okay, all right, yes, there is this tightness, there is this pain, there is this discomfort. Yes, I open up to it. My heart opens up to it. And it softens. It's acceptance. It becomes part of the experience, and it's not taking center stage. So there's a lot of wisdom in saying yes, and in the wisdom of acceptance. And through improv, we can see it from a different perspective, because we often see it from the Dharmic perspective. It's usually a similar perspective that we have in acceptance, opening, versus from the inspired by improv, this way of seeing yes and. There's the sense of opening, even to the challenges in life, it's not always easy and roses. And yet, can we open up to what is, instead of blocking it? No. Or coalescing around the difficulty, with giving it center stage. There is so much possibility and openness. There's so many routes, and when we say yes, it opens options. It opens our way of seeing. It opens our perspective. It opens lots of options. The same way that in improv, saying yes, then you have a lot of options. Yes, and let me try this. Yes, let me try that. Yes, all these options. Whereas when we say no or resist, or there is this blocked energy in our heart, just kind of get stuck in the blocking. So concept of blocking versus acceptance, and the yes and. So the invitation I have for you today is to try saying yes. To what is. To try saying yes, and the yes could be a very subtle yes of yes. I acknowledge, yes, it is like this right now. Yes, and can you have more creativity instead of just ending with the yes? Can you invite your creativity? We all have creativity as human beings. Can you say yes and when invitations come in? Can you say yes and instead of no? Can it be a yes and? Yes, I'd love to do this, and I can do it in this way. Or yes, I'd love to do this, and let's do it. Let's embellish it. Yes, and can we bring more creativity? Can we bring more possibilities to our lives today, especially relationally with others, or in our own hearts when something comes up? Maybe it feels like, oh, the same old. Oh, no, I don't want to do this. How about yes? Yes. Can I find a way to say yes? And and make it more creative and find other ways? Can we challenge ourselves? This life is so impermanent and precious, and it's amazing to be conscious for anything to exist at all. But here we are with all these opportunities, these myriad opportunities to learn and grow, even when things are difficult, as they often are. And it's okay. It's okay. It's part of being alive, learning, growing. So may you be well. May you say yes softly, boisterously. May you explore today the saying yes and. Thank you so much for your practice, for joining, for your exploration. See what it feels like today to improvise your life with yes and. Where you're improvising anyway, so you might as well try some different, new, fresh tools and see what happens. You might like them and keep them. Thank you so much. May you be well. May you say yes and looking forward to continuing the series with you tomorrow.